Okay, let's do a little bit of testing today. Today is very hot day. I think outside already is like 34 Celsius and I have a grill block in my front bumper. There's only like 100mm round hole for the intercooler, and then there's the little gap where the bonnet is on the lower side, and that's where the air goes at the moment to the radiator. And today I will test how fast you can actually drive with this setup. Of course the car has my eco tuning program, which means it's going very lean and it doesn't create much heat. But now we will see how fast you can go. My thermostat is at the moment broken, so it's fully open all the time, but basically that's very good for this kind of testing. Then I can see when the temperatures start to go over 95, and that's about the speed then what's possible. I'm now in Germany, so I can drive fast on the Autobahn soon. So let's go to the Autobahn first and see what happens. So here is still 100. .37 on the outside, so now it's like 35. Intake temperature 47, so it's... I have here now this, was it Hyundai or Kia intercooler, which is like 2 times bigger than the stock intercooler. So it should be keeping the temperature pretty nicely on under control, but like here there's no load. So okay, here is unlimited speed limit section starting, so we can start to go. Also other cars going faster. Let's do 140 first. There. Start slow. 87 water temperature, intake temperature showing 63. So is it now like 20 Celsius more than outside temperature? 25. Water temperature stays at 87 nicely. It's not moving anywhere. So 140, no problem with the winter grill block in my car. I'm not saying you can do it in your car if you're running a stock engine control program. I think the temperatures will get much higher in that case, but at least with my car it's not going even to 90, which is like a normal working temperature for this car. And it's plus 35 outside. Now intake temperatures has ramped up to 70 Celsius, so it is higher. I'm not sure is that accurate reading. I should check it with my Wacom. Here starts the 100 section. Okay, now we are back at the highway. Engine temperature has been to 96 Celsius when I accelerated from ramp to 140, and when I'm standing still there it rises pretty much, but let's see. So intake temperatures gets easily to 40 Celsius, about higher than the outside temperature. If you keep pushing it flat out long periods of times, is that too much? I don't think so. Water temperature now rose to 99 Celsius. The car own meter is now showing like it's hint over halfway. So it's not showing so correct, but you can guess that if it moves a little bit up from the half, then it's a little bit higher than 95 Celsius. When it's now 95, it moves pretty much accurately on the center of the bar there. So it dropped quite fast, so I would guess now the original fans are running there and it's cooling the engine down because it's dropping so fast. Let's accurate again. Cars move away. One accuracy, a little bit more speed. Again, here is no speed limit at this part of the road, but there are just so many cars that you cannot actually drive fast. And soon starts the section of 100 again, and then we can again go, and there should be hopefully less cars, and we can see do we get it to 100 if we now go 140. I think it won't go to 100 even if we drive 140 now. Everything should be fully warmed up, so like gearbox and everything, because we have been now driving now 120 limit. Here comes 100. Outside temperature plus 39, so it's plus 37 at the moment, so it's super hot, and almost never it's this hot. In Finland I can say it's never this hot. In Germany it sometimes is this hot, but most part of the world this is like totally unknown temperature. Still 100, soon starts higher speeds. So basically the temperature is, if you drive 100, it stays under 95 easily, even when it's plus 37 Celsius on the outside. I think even 120 no problem, but yeah, it's keeping the engine warm. When it's colder, like 10 Celsius colder, the temperature doesn't go even to 90. Still 100. Still dropping, we are driving 107. At mild loads, you can see the intercooler works. It's only like 8 Celsius higher the intake air temperature compared to the outside temperature. If I would have good ducting and channeling, that all the air through that 100mm hole would go through the intercooler, then it would cool much better. But at the moment I'm using the intercooler hole also, that some of the air will also cool the radiator, even it's totally on the side of the radiator, so it's not even direct air going there. Okay, I think here starts again the unlimited speed zone. You can see fast cars going to the left lane, and we go also because we are driving a fast Audi. Let's see. Let's put 150. Water temperature is climbing slowly. Consumption is showing 5 liters about at this speed. So the more aerodynamic and efficient you make your car, you can drive faster and still the consumption stays very low. I think it's not going over the 96 at this speed, but we will make a U-turn and drive once 160 at least. That I have been keeping my personal limit so far here, because most of the time you can drive a little bit faster for short time, but then again people block the left lane and you cannot go any more faster longer periods of time. So 160 is good average speed for traveling long distances. Basically anywhere, also in Finland. Of course there the speed limit is not 160, but I might sometimes go a little bit faster than what's allowed. So it went to 96 Celsius, intake temperature went to 70, it was plus 37. So 30 Celsius higher intake temperatures at 150. And of course if it's cooler weather, also the engine bay area stays a little bit cooler, so the intake air temperature stays a little bit cooler also, because the engine is also heating the intake pipes and intake manifolds and stuff like that. So now we make U-turn and we do. Okay, here's how the front looks. So there's a grill block and 100mm hole there for the intercooler. It's not fitting perfectly there, but that's it. Also here is the gap where most of the radiator cooling at the moment goes. So basically I can block this also most of the time. So I will make a removable block there, because normally I don't go so fast. But let's see, it was okay for 150. Let's see what it does at 160. Okay, I had to take a pause and have an ice cream. I don't have air conditioning working at the moment in the car, so first the camera overheated because it's black and sun was shining all the time for the camera, and then the driver got too hot. But now it was okay for 150 kilometers per speed. I will now drive this way 160. If it's okay, then 170 back. As you can see, most of the time you cannot drive fast, even there is no speed limits. At the moment I haven't balanced my broken tires, so it's a little bit shaking the steering wheel. Let's see if these cars get to go somewhere. Now it's showing plus 40 outside already. Water temperature still 98. And the original needle is staying at 90. Driver is happy, no problemo, until it isn't. So now we are at 160. Does it go to 100? I think not. We need to go out of that ramp coming. Otherwise it's very long way to next out ramp where we can make a U-turn. It'd be very stressful to drive fast in Germany. And in the night the speed limits are not unlimited. There you have speed limits on the night when you actually could go fast. So let's see again. Back to hammering. Does it go over 100? I think it will go over 100, but let's see. The back and forth also goes to 100 in the acceleration, but actually the consumption at 170 isn't that much. The acceleration part, when you're flooring it full flat out, that's when you are basically pushing all the power at the moment, like 140 horsepower the car can give. Now it's plus 38. It goes to 101. Still the original meter is showing it's only middle. So people who say you cannot block your engine cooling, usually they don't know what they are talking about. Of course, depending on your car, if you have a efficient diesel car with efficient eco tuning, it's totally possible to drive with your winter grill block, even Autobahn's speed limits at very hot outside temperature. And it's not going over 103 now. 104. Sadly, the speed limit ends here. But if it would go much higher, hotter speeds already in so short time, that would mean it would jump higher speeds a lot faster than what we are seeing now. So it went to 104 at 170 at plus 38 Celsius outside temperature, which is like hottest days in many summers. If it would be 30 Celsius, I could drive 170 and it would go not over 95 Celsius for guaranteed. When the temperature goes higher, the impact to the cooling system it's not linear, it's exponential. And here we come to the German Autobahn system again. We come to the stau. Okay, let's stop filming. I missed my exit because I wanted to drive longer periods of time faster. So here, when we come here, is always a stau when you enter to the city. 15 to 25 minutes each of these people waste here of their time when they are crawling 10 kilometers per hour towards the city. Not cool at all.